What's good, YouTube? Menestio here, and first and foremost I want to apologize by the tardiness of this video. I usually like to release these not only the day of, but maybe a few hours into the day. So like basically I want y'all to maximize the event as much as possible, because everyone knows like the more you play it, the more chances you get the promos for collection, which this is another event where the promos are more collective, like more collection worthy than actual, like the playability is really low on these. But regardless, it's good to collect as a collector. It's good to just grind the event, as every EX Mega LATIOS like duplicate you get will give you, I think it's like 700 shine dust. So it's a great way of getting shine dust in a system that doesn't really provide that for you. So anyways, let's just go right into the promos. If you see here, I haven't had much luck. I am still missing Mega LATIOS. I'm still missing the Genesect, as we'll look into them now. But as you can see here, the reprints are like just different alt arts of cards we already have. We have this Charmeleon, which personally probably my favorite promo out of the 5, even though I am an Onyx enjoyer. Great card, and this art's probably, in my opinion, better than the original, but nonetheless, it's always fun to see like good cards, see different art, like alt arts, something different. Then the other reprint, or like this card we already have, is Genesect. Unfortunately, this card is not playable. Beautiful Pokemon, and can't wait to maybe they give us a Genesect EX in the future or something along those lines, or just a more playable version. However, this one is not it. But as you can see, I've yet to pull one despite opening countless packs. And then as for the new cards that are exclusive to this promo, I mean to this drop event, which is why I emphasize like maximizing these drop events, because once you miss out on these cards, like the next chance, if they repeat last year, will be like once at like the end of the year. You're gonna have to wait. Maybe it's not that big a deal, but if you get them when they're out, then you don't have to worry about it in the future. And like I said, the more you get, the more shine does. There's no reason not to, outside of like maybe you're grinding rank too much. But then there's Onyx. Great for me because I just like that's my favorite Pokemon. Not great for me because it's just another unplayable card. You would either play the Dig one because it has the ability that maybe you get lucky, flip heads, and they can't touch it, and you could go into Steelix, or you play the one that hits for 50, that doesn't have to flip a coin, it can still Aura Corio, and they all have 100 HP. The only one that has 110 HP needs all fighting energy, so we're obviously not playing that one. But we have an Onyx. Then we have that's probably the most you hear somebody talk about Onyx. And then we have a Halucha, which is also exclusive to this event. 2 colorless, aerialist, 40 plus, flip a coin if it could do 30 more. Not gonna see any play. 70 HP is like way too low. 2 energy is insane. I don't know what they're cooking. Maybe Mega Halucha, like they're giving us a Halucha to kind of like hint that we're gonna see the Mega soon. No, there's no actual facts behind that. It's just, I guess, copium. And then the main event is this Mega LATIOS EX. It's similar to, actually not similar, unlike Mega Pidgeot, which although I think is bad, or I think was bad, was technically playable. Like you could have some interesting YouTube videos with it. This card just seems completely unplayable. Not only is it dual colored, because it is a dragon at the end of the day, water and psychic, like maybe it's like, oh, Gumi and the Gudra line, like they're using that. But why in the world would you give a deck that's resilient just like a random, like give your opponent like a get out of jail free card if they have Greninja or a Sabrina or some way to hit the bench and just drag out this 3-pointer, when the best part about a deck that already uses colors is like the resilience of that one guy. Granted, I'm talking about a deck that's also not popular at the time, but again, unplayable. The fact that if it was swing for 3 for 160, it's like, oh, but it just describes all energies, and then you have to find dual energy all over again. Like, what are we doing, man? Such a cool card. LATIOS and LATIOS are some of my, not my favorite Pokemon, but I am a Gen 3 like bias to the earlier gens, Gen 2, Gen 3. So seeing LATIOS and all those Pokemon is cool, but man, they just keep doing these promos dirty, man. I understand like the angle, maybe like, oh, they don't want somebody who just comes in like after these 10 days, or I guess, yeah, they come in later into like a month from now, and then let's say this is meta and they have no way of accessing it. I see like maybe the appeal of why they want to like lower the power of these cards, but it also like lowers the drive to like grind the events or something. I don't know. I don't know where the middle ground would be for that, maybe. And then as for the missions, it's always beginner through expert. One thing to notice is they want us to do darkness types here. 1 darkness type, 3 basic Pokemon. As you can see here, I will be showing you 2 deck lists, one to do most of these, and then the 12 Crimson Blaze cards. But yeah, we have a darkness. Hydreigon's definitely the way to go for that. Same thing with here. One knockout with a darkness, put a stage 1. I would just suggest put the stage 1 of Hydreigon, the Zoelius. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know what I'm talking about. And then the 2 Crimson Blaze cards, if you just play like, I'll just show it like real quickly. If you just play Furfro, like the Furfro version, and throw in the stage 1 of this line, you get that mission as well. So just if you play a list that has Furfro and the middle ground, like to get around Chingling, although you don't have to worry about Chingling in this event, you get to complete all of those missions all at once. Like just go straight down to the line. Then we have for advanced, Knockout with the Darkness, 1 Mega Evolution. The Hydreigon deck plays Mega Absol. That meets that requirement as well. And as far as win with 6, as you see, I have yet to do it myself. I would probably suggest just play the advanced one twice. You could technically stick like double Serena and like maybe some Dittos or like some more colorless cards, or a line of like 1 Grimer, 1 Muk, so that you also have another stage 1 to play in the previous one. But realistically, just play this one twice. I think that's my suggestion. If you really care about completing all these missions, just play the deck that I'm gonna show you for the 12 Crimson Blaze just twice. Like, I play it once in this level and once in the next one. And then we have Expert, which Expert requires without any EX Pokemon, the 12 basically the deck I'm about to show you takes care of no EX and the 12 Crimson Blaze cards. Then we have the 1 Mega Blaze play with 1 EX. I would just suggest, once again, grabbing the Hydreigon deck, playing it here, and then this one's just playing it over and over until you get these two. So not much changes. The theory with all these events is pretty similar, like throughout. Once you get all these missions down and you get all the things that you care for, just play Expert over and over and over again, because it's the only one that guarantees you the promo pack after that first time win. And hopefully you have better luck at finding Mega Latios than I do. I currently have 0. I can use a token on it, making every other Latios after that give me the full amount of dust that it provides. And then with that, let's jump to the deck list themselves. This is the initial one, the one that you probably use for the first 3 levels. Again, the change I would make is maybe drop Rocky Helmet, and you fit the stage 1. If you really want to like get rid of the patience part, get rid of Geo's Rocky Helmet, put 2 of them so you can see it faster and just get to that stage 1. Because realistically, to get all the missions, there will be games where you just have to like stall and wait till you find the cards that meet the requirement. Because trust me, these decks that they're sending our way are brutal. They are so bad. Like this is the I don't know what level. I think this is the expert level. Like, look at this. Like, what are they doing, dude? And if you look at any level before this, it gets worse and worse. And then for the deck, for the 12 card deck, let me jump to another game. The names are all over the place. I put this together again. I'm sorry about the delay in releasing this. As you can see, it's a little less organized, but I just really want to put this out there for y'all that need the help or just looking for it. As you see, we have the Magnemite line is 6 cards on its own. Clement's backpack is 7, 8. Clement 9, 10, and then we added the Furfrows just to get there. Basically, this is like the Ori Magneton Ori deck, but we're playing the wrong Magneton, although it's really good in this matchup, as you'll see in the gameplay. And then we, instead of Oricorio, because we're not worried about any EX damage, we were playing Furfrou just to hit the requirements. Hopefully y'all able to grab either list and just play and it works for you. But as always, I will put gameplay at the end of all this yapping so that you guys have an idea of how the deck's supposed to function. With that, thank y'all for watching. Please consider subscribing. Best of luck pulling those Latios and getting that Shine Dust. And above all else, stay pro. Alright, we're going first. And I was gonna say, pretending like it's a, my bad. For a second, I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, we're showing how bad this expert solo deck is. But at the same time showing that our deck could definitely do it, right? It also helps that their entire deck, for the most part, outside of the Latios, is like weak to lightning. Good thing is that even if we miss on Magnemite, we would have had main next turn. Let's go there and pass. Also, Clement's bag is one of those few cards. I guess Magneton's one of the few cards that the buffs go towards both. Like, it also does 20 damage. It's not like it has an additional effect. It's just that the damage is, I don't know. I don't know if it's the wording or something. That the 20 damage goes, like the buff from Clement buffs both the active and the bench damage. As like opposed to, I guess, Hitmontop with a Lucario, per se. But look at this. Like, what is going on here? There. What would he even main into? I guess just to get rid of it from my hand. Send him my back. I wish there was more to say. Like, honestly, the gameplay part is just like part of the video itself. But this, like, if my video feels like it's like half-assed, like, it felt like the event's half-assed. Like, the decks that we're going against are not real. Like, I remember the Pidgeot actually being like a nightmare. Like, going against the Pidgeot deck felt like a hassle. Like, they were always draw the same thing. The Penguin was actually a problem. Like, if you were trying to beat it like following requirements. Obviously, if you played a meta deck, you're like crushing them, but like our Oricorio wasn't just like locking it up consistently. All right, let's go. They're swinging for 30 here. If they do find the other guy, they swing for 60, right? So kind of want to play around that. How do we do this? Or what's the best way to do this? Clement's bag, probably good because it could add this to our hands. Let's see, another one, yep. Only we had another one of these. Although we could just target it that way, right? Okay, let's go. Double bag here. We're basically putting him on that last card, has to be the Swan thing. And not even, right? Yeah, never mind. The math was way off in my head. Okay, yeah. And you see? The only reason this one got hit for 80 is because of weakness, not because it's buffing one more than the other. And just like that, I don't know why I overthought it. Yeah, the game's over. Like, I don't know what's... No matter where this Shaman goes, it's cooked. If it wasn't for the cape, we would have just outright ended it right there. Yeah, there's... And before they hit me with the E-switch, but they don't play it. And if we just beat it with literally solo Magneton Furfro, a deck that does not exist, imagine if you're playing Hydreigon. Hydreigon Absol with the, like, Furfro's knocking out the Mantics. Nothing on their side can even knock out the Furfro. For the sake of videos, let's go to a second. Actually, no, I'm gonna end it right here. There's no reason for a second example. Hydreigon just does this so much better. If you have any questions, there you go. I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, feel free to put them down below. I'll answer as soon as I see them, whether it's card change or I'm missing this card, how can I replace it, anything y'all need, put it down in the description below. Thank y'all for watching. Please consider subscribing. Best of luck pulling those Mega LATIOS as well as getting as much shine dust as possible from this event. And with that, stay pro.
Just so you guys know, there's like a wall where Dina says, okay, these are the people that are funding us, and like I guarantee you, man, is up there.